welcome along. This is Virtual Farmer and we are back on Oakbridge Farm. We are going to need to rebuild our money before we can really continue with anything today. I've got a couple of jobs that do need doing on the farm. We've got all of our bales that need to be picked up as quickly as possible, really, from our field here, field 5. So those are all there, and we kind of got to work out what to do with that. But also, yeah, we're a bit short of cash, so we need to get some money in from that. I think we might just sell the straw bales. We've got, it's not a great price for them at the moment. In fact, it's about half price for them at the moment. But this figure here really worries me, this 1,170. So let's have a look and see what we can do contract-wise. There is a mowing contract down in field 27. That would bring in a whopping 44,224. And I think we can borrow the items for this because we don't own a mower and send that Massey off doing that. So if we borrow the items for that, and then there's a baling contract here on 29 that we can go and do ourselves with David Brown. And yeah, we can, that will bring us in 38,000 as well. So we will just accept that contract because we have the equipment to do that. And then once we've got those done, we might be able to go and buy ourselves a cultivator and get our quad track out. Because this contract here would be pretty good. The harvesting contract and the plowing contract, neither of those are particularly good contracts, I don't think. So, yeah, nothing else really stands out to me at the moment. So we're going to start off with the Massey Ferguson here. I'm hoping this will be able to navigate itself down to that field. I don't know what the navigation on this map is like and whether equipment will be able to navigate around here fine. I do think we're probably going to have to get this out of this yard and get it headed out of here, because that is a little bit thin and I think it will struggle to navigate that. So if we bring this out to this spot here, and then we'll select it and create a job. We are going to do field work and it's going to this field down here. Now the best route I think for it is for it to go through the middle of town. It is going mainly on main roads. So we will put it there and there like that and start job. Is this calculated route? It has calculated route, so that's fantastic news. That can head off and get that job done. Meanwhile, I'm going to head back to the farm here and we will pop into the shed. We've got our quad track that I'm eager to get working with. But yeah, we're going to be using the David Brown today. We've got a decent amount of fuel in it. I think we'll still refuel it. And we'll stick this on our baler. Let's oh, I don't think we can buy any fuel actually. I don't think we have enough, especially if we want something running on hired worker. So we're going to have to hope that there's enough fuel in this tractor to get this job done. It is a fairly large job, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. But we'll head down to the field and we'll start getting it baled. Thankfully, this contract is a square bale contract, so we should be all right. I'm expecting our mower to have gone past us at this point, but it doesn't seem to have. Where is it? Oh, I've got AI worker A is blocked by an object, but no, that is still moving. So looks like that was a false positive. I wonder actually if it got stuck on a tree or something, because the trees on these roads can overhang a little bit and that can be a little bit of a problem. Now, where are we headed? I think we want to turn off, yeah, here at the edge of this woodland and head over to 29. Yeah, look at that. That hired worker has stopped again. In fact, it's taken a slightly different route. I don't know why it's turned and gone down by the cows. But it has. So we'll leave that going. If we can earn enough money today, we might be able to get to the point where we have enough to get the windmill, which is something we need a couple of things. We need a seeder, and we need and we could really do with something to put a production to put our stuff into. As I said last time, I think we're probably going to do oats on our main field, on field 5. So we've got most of the winter to get the money together for a seeder or a planter or something like that. So if we can get a production up and running, for example, the windmill, which we might be able to see, it's over. So the windmill is over that way there. You can kind of see the water, or you can see the over there in the middle of the screen. You can see the sawmill, and you can see the garden center. The windmill is over there-ish. So we'll head down there in a little while, I think, and see if we can sort that. I'm kind of hoping we might also get a harvesting contract today, but we'll see if that appears. At the moment, we've got a little bit of extra straw in here as well, because we've got an extra bale. Or we have most of a straw bale that we had in here when we started. So this is all good. I've reset the bale counter, and fortunately bales aren't counted until they actually drop off the back of the baler. So that is the first bale that we've got off this contract. Should foam fairly easily, to be honest. This field is big. But it is simple, and we're going to get plenty of bales off here. We're not going to be able to do anything with any of them, I don't think. I'm not planning to pick these bales up and sell them, although that would be a fair amount of cash that brought in. It is going smoothly, though, and what I need is this to not use too much fuel, because already we're at 932 pounds, 930 pounds. So it's going to be a bit of a trek on the mower side of things for that to complete that contract, and we need that to complete in order to rebuild our money. Alternatively, we can just go and sell bales that we have off our own field, and we can use the T7 to do that, seeing as that is sitting back up at the farm. Part of the reason for the quick drop in our money amount was because the hired workers were set to buy fuel as they worked. I've turned that off now, but it's with our higher fuel usage that we have in this series, that was killing us very, very quickly. It actually is part of the reason why we got through a lot of money the previous day, I think, as well. Because we were buying fuel for our equipment all the time. Yes, it kept our equipment running and was great for that. But I don't want to be buying fuel for hired workers on contracts, because we have fuel in that equipment when it's running. And if we end up spending money on that, that's going to eat into our profits quite badly. So yeah, we've got that turned off, and we'll refuel stuff when we have to. There is a field trailer that I would really quite like to pick up. If we have the cash today and it's still available, we will probably grab that, simply because that kind of trailer, especially if we're going to be doing contract work away from the farm, is going to be absolutely necessary. We're going to want a whole load of fuel in that in order to keep our equipment fueled without having to go all the way back to the farm. Looking at our map, our mower is making good progress on field 27. It is most of the way around the headland. We, of course, are on our second headland here on 29. As far as contracts go, no new contracts have turned up yet. Oh, except for a baling contract on field 10. Interestingly, field 10 is still showing as barley that is ready to harvest. And I would like to have got a harvesting contract on it, but to be honest, I'll take a baling contract, especially one that is 12,000. That's not bad at all. Although there's bale wrapping on 23 as well. So there's a few options really for us to continue on today and tomorrow. I want to build up the money as quickly and as much as possible. We need to, we've got £1 million to pay off here over the 2 years, the 36 odd episodes that we're going to have. And yeah, getting in there early, getting some early contracting cash in is going to make a big difference to that. Headlands are done. We are 23% of the way through the contract. It is 20 past 11 in the morning. And we have created 14 bales off that headland. That's not bad at all. With 23% of the contract done, that estimates at about 56 bales in total off this field, which is a good number. We are not going to use much bale twine doing that, which is fantastic. Yeah, this is going along very nicely. Meanwhile, our mower is making good progress. Yep, that has done its first headland. It is turning back on its second. And that is also sitting at just over 20%, 22% done. So making good progress on both of these contracts. As for new contracts, we're keeping an eye, but yeah. Oh, we got a harvesting contract for peas, of all things, but that is not a very big contract and is not going to result in much. And I think I was a little bit off my course then. So I'm going to turn back around, get that little bit. Sometimes these fields curve slightly. Very tempted by a pea contract, but we're not really going to make much of that. A £1,000 pea contract is also going to not result in really many extra peas off it, and yeah, it's going to cost 779 to do the contract in the first place. Don't think that is the best of contracts for us to attempt on here. I think we want to keep it to stuff that's going to pay really, really well. If there was a big harvesting contract that we could get our combine onto, I'd absolutely be all over that. But doesn't seem like anything like that is coming up today. Interestingly, the mower is catching up with us. We are at 33% on the baling contract, 31% on the mowing contract. So it's keeping pace with us rather nicely. Hopefully getting both of these finished at the same time. We're up to 33%, so another 10% in another hour, which means we got about 65% to go. Yeah, because we're up to 34% now, so 65% of this field to go, and that hopefully means that we can get this done by the end of the day. If we can get the 90 odd thousand that we'll get off these two contracts by the end of today, that sets us up very nicely. We might be able to get the windmill. I'm not sure how much the windmill is, but we might be able to pick that up and get that started, which would be fantastic. And then we can start getting the wheat processed into some flour. I do want to try and set up some chickens as well, start producing a few eggs. When we eventually get the bakery, that would be useful. We probably want to look for somewhere to put a greenhouse in if we can. If we could be creating some strawberries, that would be good. Our biggest challenge all around that is probably going to be getting sugar. If we could bake a cake in the next 2 years, that would be fantastic as well. Thankfully, the size of the contracts and how much they pay on this map should benefit us for getting all of that done. So if we could pay off our loan and we could get the get some cakes baked, would be an awesome way to round things off on here. We're 50% of the way through the field now. and doing pretty well. It is 10-2, so still making good progress. It's clouded over a little bit, but doesn't look like we've got any rain on the way. And yeah, we're up to 34 bales. We've done 90 bales in total, which tells me about 45 bales per roll of twine, roughly. We are down to 16 rolls in here now. So yeah, very much good progress being made across here. I don't think we're going to get much else done today, so this is going to make a decent amount of money. I think if we're going to maximize this, though, we are going to need 3 contracts running as much as possible. And at the moment, we are just running the 2. So should get about 90,000. If we can make 90,000 today, that would be fantastic. Even at our height on Hutem Pantai, we were only making about 50,000 a day in contracts. Here, we could clear off all of this loan and get ourselves nicely set up in 6 months, which would be amazing. This very much is a test today. Can we get large contracts on large fields like this done in a day? I mean, we do have 2-day months, and we know how long it takes to harvest our own field roughly, although we spent a while mucking about getting ourselves set up. I think we can get, with the size of equipment we've got on our main farm, field 5 done in a day, and the stuff I'm targeting should mean that we can get most jobs done within the day. It's the contracts of this kind of size, especially with something like this baler. Can we get this cleared through? It is 10-3 in the afternoon now. We are still running it 10 times, and this is part of the test. We are 63% of the way through the contract. So that is making good progress through there. It is really, can we in the next 2.5 hours clear out the rest of this field? I think it's possible. We might go a little bit over, but in general, this is looking very possible and very positive. And that will only bode well for the progress of our farm on here. It should mean that we end up being able to do these kind of things without having to worry about it. And if we get the right sized equipment for our farm, it means that everything on here will be open to us. And that can only mean that we can continue to make money and make money. It's 75% now, and we've done another hour. So we are still looking good. We've got an hour to go. I think this is probably going to take us a couple more hours. It's going to be a slightly longer work day, but I'm not too worried about that. We sometimes would expect a slightly longer work day, and in September that's not too bad. We still have plenty of twine left. We are up to 52 bales. So actually 56 bales looks like it's going to be a low. I was lowballing it with that. So yeah, all looking good. This is seems like a lot of field to go, but with only 23% of our field left here to bale, that's not bad at all. We've been fluctuating between 1% and now up to 5% between these two fields. Which is really interesting that there's that much variation as we do these two contracts together. But yeah, both seem to be progressing at roughly the same rate. Just hitting 80%, we're at 79%, and the first beeps of low fuel warning have started hitting. Looks like we've still got about a quarter of a tank, so I'm not too worried yet. If we start flashing red, that's gonna be an issue. The other problem we've got is we've only got 47 pounds left, so I think I might have to go and pick up a bale sell the 14 bales we have on our bale trailer at the moment in order to keep things going. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stop this here, turn this off to preserve the fuel, and we'll jump into this and just go and sell some bales in order to make sure everything keeps running. The fuel side of things, there's not much I can do about that at the moment. We'll see if we get through to the end of the day with that in the David Brown. But before we run out of money on our hired worker doing the mowing, I'd really like to top that up. So we'll grab this bale here, close this up now that it's full. And where have we got to take this? So our straw needs to go to all sphere bales. So tag it, and that is, yeah, at the bottom. That has moved on my version of this map to the animal sales. So it's sort of it's part of the animal market now where you sell the bales down here. So hopefully we can make our way in there and get it to sell without too much problem. And the money has officially run out. Our hired worker has stopped work. It's a good thing that we've got an immediate way of getting cash in like this. It's not going to be a massive amount. We've only got 14 bales here. You can see it having stopped work over there. Bale sell point is now just inside the animal market here, which to me makes a lot more sense for a place for it to be. Bring it over here and unload. There it goes. Up. They'll want to take all of that and unload it. There we go. Not a huge amount, enough to keep us going. And that should mean we just restart the hired worker here. He'll reposition himself and away it goes again. And this is running out of fuel as well. So we'll send our tractor back up to our farm. I'm hoping I can just get it to go outside the gate there like that. And thinking about it, yep, there it goes. So that is off and we can start up our baler again. I think our biggest problem is going to be running out of fuel, and I think we're going to need to sell some more bales and maybe get that piece of kit in that's in the shop. How much is... It's 13,000. We don't have enough to buy that, and I really like to buy it because it would be so useful to us, especially with where we are today. And finishing these two contracts would have been really useful for that. It's just gone 6 o'clock. We are 90% done on this contract, just about. The beeping is still fairly insistent. I've missed a bit of straw there that I might try and get on my way back. But yeah, it's really down to the wire now. The delays from having to get a little bit of cash in from selling the straw has caused us to be a little bit later than I would have liked. There is rain on the way, not that that's going to affect us too much in either of these jobs. More concern is the fuel. If either of our tractors don't have enough fuel to complete, these contracts are going to go into a second day. I really would like to get the fuel trailer either way, but if I can complete these contracts tonight, we can get that ordered and pick it up in the morning. Otherwise, we are going to have to sell some more straw to get it. 7% left to go, and the orange flashing has begun on the fuel gauge. I'm really pushing this tractor to the limit. We are possibly going to run out of fuel. I'm hoping not. It's just 6% left. It's right down the bottom. If it drops much more into the red, I think we're going to have to call it, especially as the light is fading. But to complete this contract today would be really good. And I'd like to end on a positive with that, especially as it looks like our mowing contract is falling further and further behind. There are just 3 rows left to go now, and we are at 98% done on this field. It is ridiculously close to the wire, this. I am absolutely amazed that we are at this point. If we can hit 100%, that would be fantastic. It is coming up to 7 in the evening. Darkness has begun to envelop the field, and it is so little left to go. Just such a little amount left to go. We're now at 99%. I reckon I could probably stop the baler, unload the bales off the back here, and complete it. In fact, no, there we go. That is this contract completed. So let's see if we can just get a little bit more straw off here and get as close to a full baler as possible. But yeah, this is very much now flashing wildly at me to get off this field. So let's turn that off. We'll take what we've got on the baler home with us. And yeah, that is fantastic. What I do want to do, though, before we get off the field here, just in case, is we will collect on this contract here, like so. Perfect. And oh, there's a bale wrapping contract for 35,000. That is probably one of the best contracts sitting here. So I am going to grab that. We will borrow the items for that. And I'm going to pop into here. And before this service trailer disappears, because this is going to be incredibly useful to us, we are going to go and grab this. Eye markers, yes. Strobe lights, no. Main color, we will put it in the case. IH red. With, yeah, the chrome wheels. And we need somebody for the number plate. And congratulations to DeBaz. You've been selected at random from the Tractor Driver and above level patrons and YouTube channel members. And so going with DA08AHS. And we will okay that, and then we will buy that for 14,085. And with that, we are pretty much done for the day here. The mowing contract hopefully will complete. If it doesn't, we'll take our brand new fuel trailer down and get that tractor refilled next time. And I'm hoping that this one is going to make it back to my farm without running out of fuel. For now, we're going to leave things on the farm here for today. And we'll see if we can earn some more money next time. Thank you for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Huge thank you as well to all of my patrons and channel members. These videos are only made possible thanks to your support. If you want more from Virtual Farmer, please check out the videos on screen now or subscribe for more. And I will see you next time.